My shadow rides with broken bone. No God left me a single home. I don't need no sacred light. I was built to bleed and bite. I leave iron in my wake. Every oath is mine to take. You bring fear, I bring the blade. I'm the hound your ghost obeyed. Nail my name into the dirt. Still I rise, still I hurt. No chains hold a soul like mine. Born in smoke, baptized in brine. I leave iron in my wake. Burning roads I'll never fake. You want death, then let it break. But know this, I never shake. Iron in my wake, and fire in my name. I came from dust and broken bone. No crown, no kin, I ride alone. They sent their dogs to track me down, but I don't bleed when I hit the ground. I've chewed the dark like bitter bread, slept in towns that wish me dead. They lit the pyres, I lit a smoke, and laughed until the gallows broke. No cross for me, no prayer, no chain. I've made peace with the fire and pain. Let the angels weep, let the demons cry. I'll ride through hell and never die. Their law is built on blood and lies, but I see clear through holy eyes. Don't talk to me of saving grace. I saw God blink and turn his face. I buried friends with steady hands, took their names through cursed lands. Now every mile's a vow I keep, and every sin I carve in deep. No cross for me, no priest, no grave. I'll tip my hat to the life I gave. If death wants words, I won't comply. Just steel and dust and a battle cry. I ain't the devil, but I've ridden beside him, and he looked afraid. No cross for me, no crown to claim. I'll ride alone but not in shame. Let the world forget, let my story die. I'll fade like smoke in a blood-red sky. No cross, no chain, no name. where saints forget to pray, where blood dries slow and skies turn gray. No light has touched this road in years, just the hum of loss and the weight of fear. Burn me clean in holy flame, strip my shadow, leave the name. I ain't pure, I ain't redeemed, but I won't die unseen. I've sown regret in shallow graves, watch the wolves outlive the brave. They curse my path, I bless their fire, fed on smoke and dead desire. Burn me clean in holy flame, strip my shadow, leave the name. I ain't pure, I ain't redeemed, but I won't die unseen. Bury me where the silence screams, where rust runs deep and mercy dreams. No stone, no verse, no cross to keep, just ash that stirs while others sleep. Gun on my hip, wind in my throat, scars like maps on a tattered coat. If the end comes hard, I'll stand my ground, 'cause hell don't scare what's already bound. Burn me clean in holy flame, drag my soul, forget the name. I ain't saved, I ain't serene, but I'll go down fierce and mean. Steel in my hand, dust in my breath, every road I ride brings death. Tattooed sins across my chest, a wanted man with no rest. No prayers for the things I've done, no light left beneath this sun. I ride where angels fear to go, with fire in my veins and a heart of coal. No savior's hand, no Holy Ghost, just me and the gun, and hell follows close. Boots soaked in blood and rage, I carve my name on the gallows cage. No law can chain the beast I feed, I plant revenge like devil seed. Crows above scream my name, dust to dust, I play no game. I ride where angels fear to go, with fire in my veins and a heart of coal. No savior's hand, no Holy Ghost, Bury me deep with my blade in sin. I'll rise again when the storm rolls in. Thunder howls, my curse to creep. I'm the wrath that demons breed. I ride where angels fear to go. Fire in my veins and a heart of coal. No savior's hand, no Holy Ghost. Just me and the gun, and hell follows close. Black smoke rising from my tracks, dust and blood, I don't look back. A six-string devil, cold and mean. Whiskey fire burns gasoline. Out in the silence where the law don't go, I'm the thunder in the undertow. 'Cause hell rides with me, and the night don't sleep. I'm the shadow crawling where the angels weep. Steel in my hands, vengeance in my soul. No redemption, just bullet holes. I've kissed death with a crooked smile, buried saints in outlaw style. No preacher's prayer can cleanse this sin. I'm the storm. Chains can't hold what was never free. I'm the curse in your legacy. Hell rides with me, and the night don't sleep. I'm the shadow crawling where the angels weep. Steel in my hands, vengeance in my soul. No redemption, just bullet holes. How low the crows take flight. My past burns brighter than the morning light. Born from fire, raised in pain, I ride the wind like a runaway train. Hell rides with me through the broken land. I'm the reaper walking with a smoking hand. Steel in my hands, vengeance in my soul. No forgiveness, just rock, rage, and roll. Looking up from the eyes, boys brand black. We see shot too, no way back. They took my can, they bid my land. I'll ride along still. body embrace, no looking touch, no mountain down, a soul like mine now never fame. This is my chorus now. No guys are up, no racing now. I rock the guest, I rock through flame with hollow rounds and a bindle line. Don't wait for this to look for grace. She's the shadow holes in the well it feeds. I burn my worst, I took don't trust. What's good than word, rose can detest. I ain't no friend, I ain't on the silence you tend to do. This is my chorus now. No hiding smite, but finding mine. They beat the new side out the road. Now I have to find my hope. This is my chorus now. No hiding is mine, but finding mine. The cause my gospel, the bus my soul. So clown no scum, don't stake my name. Just let me ride and take that game. Can you see a light, coke and slime, and the herb but Dylan? The shift of where we turn. I was born where the river runs dry, under blood-red stars and a broken sky. Mama said, boy, don't trust the cross, and Daddy died where the lines were lost. They gave me chains, I gave them fire, built my name from smoke and wire. Now I ride with ghosts that heal, with dust-stained eyes and hands of steel. I'm made of ash and iron breath, a walking wound that cheats on death. No man owns the road I tread. I talk to crows and sleep with lead. Ain't no heaven calling me, just the sound of hooves and the cracked musqueam. The law can chase, but it can't catch the kind of man who burned the match. No tombstone, no church, no bride, just me and rage forever tied. Let the thunder break my name, let angels choke on smoke and flame. I ain't here for peace or pride, I'm the storm they thought had died out.
Did you miss us? We surely missed you. Everybody's got power. Everybody's thawed out for the most part. You know, it snowed last weekend. I don't think I moved my personal car till yesterday. Boy, and it was a hell of a time getting back up in the driveway. But here we are. We're in Milwaukee, the Milwaukee Mile, and you see Brian Gravel is top of the leaderboard, followed by Anthony Dana, Tucker Wingo, Thomas Hazard, and Keith Nelson Jr. Your top 5. I'm looking for our points leader right now. See if Mitchell Brighton where he is at. We don't see him here. I don't see him in the session yet. He's won 5 in a row. The bounty must have scared him off. But welcome back once more, the Wild Horse broadcast, and welcome back to Full Throttle Street Stock Winter Series. So let's take a look at the points so far. Mitchell Brighton, 274, leading Justin Coleman, 238. I just noticed ChatGPT messed up that damn logo at the top. Keith Nelson Jr. sitting 4th, Anthony Danta 5th. That's last season's champion. He's looking to have a good night and hopefully rebound, make up some ground here tonight. Robert Art, Peyton Hamlet, Trey Ash, and just Robert and Peyton tied for 6th there at 196. And then you got Trey Ashworth all by himself there in 8th with 176. Austin Williams with 173 sitting at 9th. Then we got a 3-way tie for 10th with 170 points by Jack Eli, Jeff Dillon, and Zach Goyer. I thought that one was actually the good points layout. You know, everybody's so worried about AI. AI is like working with a damn toddler. You know, you think it's color inside the lines, you turn your back for 1 second, turn back around, next thing you know, that's what you got there. Let's take a look here. Your defending champion, number 9 car, Anthony Danta there. He's out on track. Like I said, he's 2nd in the speed chart right now. So we got about another 5 minutes left here in practice. A little bit of an accident down there in turn 1 and 2. Boy, somebody just smashed the wall there. This is a flat 1-mile track. Sort of like New Hampshire, but I like this one a lot better. The turns are actually more balanced than New Hampshire as well. We should see about 4 or 5 wide getting through the turns here tonight. Track has a lot of space. Guys can really fan out there and try to find the room that they're looking for. Let's look at the number 98 machine and Peyton Hamlet. Ryan Long, Keith Patterson here as we go down into 1 and 2. This gives you a good idea how flat this track is here. See him get a little bit loose coming off the 4 there. Tucker Wingo and the number 88 machine. See him driving it down there in the 1-2. Tried to keep it there on the bottom, just missed it a little bit. Pulling up your best lap time so far. See, Danta and Gravel are actually tied there for first. Both running a 33-31. Top 5 pretty close in time. Top 10 all within 2/10 of each other. There's a look at Trey Ashworth in the number 8 machine as he's coming off pit road. Try to get another few laps in as he get there on the inside of Mark, the number 6 machine there. So we ride a Bard with Mark Fuquay. So he rolls 1 and 2 there. Trey getting a little bit loose coming off 4. You have to watch out here tonight. He's the second person I've seen. Well, second person we rode along with it was getting loose off of 4. All right, let's get ready for some qualifying here. We'll go ahead and ride along with Trey since he's the first one out on track. Trey get a little bit loose there on 1-2. That's going to cost him some time. He got loose coming off 4 once again. Top of the leaderboard so far, Jeff Dillon in the 52 machine. Jeff able to stay at the top of the leaderboard so far. Let's see if Peyton's going to be able to bump him off. Peyton Hamlet, top of the leaderboard. New fast time. Here comes Anthony Danta, your reigning defending champion. That lap clocked a minute fourth. Let's see if he improves on his time. He pulled up, so that's good enough. Here's the 369 of Cody Edmonston. Cody clocks in 20th so far. The 44 machine, Keith Nelson Jr. He's up there in the points battle. No Mitchell, he's going to be able to make some ground up tonight. Keith was able to put himself fifth. Thomas Hazard, he was up there at the top of the speed chart as well. I think he was like fifth or so. So let's see if he can put down a hot lap here, put himself on pole. See him working that wheel, got a little bit loose. He said, you know, I didn't like that one. Let me go ahead and give it another shot here. All right, let's see what happens when he goes down 3 and 4 here. Still getting real loose there. Third time going to be the charm here, Thomas. As you can see, the qualifying times just slowed down by like a tenth. Guy Payton with a 33.40 to Jeff Dillon's 33.41. And Michael Pinnell right behind him with a 47. We got a 47, 48, 49, 50 right there, all in a row. It's going to be a highly contested field here tonight. I think Jeff's waiting for a cloud to come over. Right now, he's the only one out on pit road. This is one way to get some airtime. All right, well, we're going to run some commercials here. Get ready for the race. All right, we got a little warm-up going on right now. You see your defending champion, Anthony Danforth, out on track right now. There's a look at number 31, Matt Barnes. Jonathan Hoover in the number 23 machine. All right, here's your lineup for tonight's race. Keith Nelson Jr. starting on pole. Outside him, Anthony Danta, Michael Pinnell, Jeff Dillon, row number 2. Row 3, Peyton Hamlet was your quick time. We had an inverted 5. Starting outside him, Tucker Wingo in the 88. Row number 4, Robert Ark, Brett Berkheimer. Justin Coleman, he won our season opener at Nashville. He's starting 9th. Outside him, Sean Neidert. Mark Fuquay starting 11th. Jack Eli, 12th. Starting 13th, the 8 machine of Trey Ashworth. Michael Neidert, the 4 machine, running 14th. Gus Moody, 15th. Justin Dubé, 16th. JT Batston, 17th. Matt Barnes, 18th. Road number 10, Keith Patterson in the 7. Travis Pryor in the 081, starting 20th. Row 11, Matthew Fuquay in the 93. Landon Dickens in the 22. Got some people having a hard time rolling off already. Cody Edmiston starting 23rd. Jonathan Hoover 24th. Isaiah Tiller 25th. Brian Gravel, your fast time in practice, starting 26th. He must like a challenge. Thomas Hazard 27th. Zach Coyer 28th. Corey Olson 29th. My second favorite Waylon Jenkins starting 30th. And Aaron Gross starting 31st. Shotgun the field tonight. Pace cars in, green flag is out. Keith Nelson Jr. takes him down turn 1. Anthony Danta there on the outside in that 9 machine. Peyton Hamlin up 1 spot already. Keith Nelson leads the first lap here. As he goes down to 1, he's got a few car lengths over Anthony Danta. Danta gets up and out of the groove there. As Michael and Peyton get by on the low side there. Got a long race tonight, 125 laps here. This 1 mile, flat track. Danta's falling back a little bit more right now. Or if he's trying to conserve a little bit of tire here already. Back out front, 44 machine. Has great control over the field right now. You see it, cold tires just got loose there in the turn. He didn't hit anything, thankfully, so really no damage to his car, just came to stop there on the track until it brought the yellow there. Did a good job keeping it off the wall. Looking back at the field off of the back bumper of Keith Nelson here. So he's been the leader since the drop of the green flag. Danta back 5 spots. Started second, now he's sitting 7th right now. right. Field's getting lined up again. Keith Nelson Jr. running first. Second, Michael Pinnell. Third, Peyton Hamlet. Justin Coleman. Fourth, Robert Arch. Your top five. We'll ride along with Anthony Dante here for this restart. As you see that pace car pull off, Keith has control of the field. Dante on the inside, Mark McQuay there. That gold 6 car. Back out front, you have Keith Nelson Jr. leading the race, but looking right behind him, you got the 98. Your pole sitter, well, the fast time award winner in qualifying. Peyton Hamlin looking to get by Keith here as they go down the backstretch. Peyton initially started 5th tonight due to the invert. Now he's right there on the back bumper of Keith as they come here to the stripe. You see Michael Pinnell get a little bit loose there. He's able to keep it under him. Yellow flag is out. Jonathan Hoover, the 23 machine, having a little bit of trouble here. Gets loose and just overcorrects it right in front of Landon Dickens and just puts the nose right there in the outside wall coming off of 2. Landon just getting by the skin of his teeth right there. All right, field's all lined up. Get ready for another restart here. Keith Nelson, Peyton Hamlet, your front row. Robert Art, Mark Fuquay, row number 2. Justin Coleman and Trey Ashworth, row number 3. Anthony Dana made a pit stop there. See, he's dropped deep in the field. He's sitting 20th right now. Green flag is out. Keith gets a good restart here. As Peyton's there on the high side trying to run it here. See if he gets any of that good momentum going down the backstretch. He has the 16 of Robert looking on the inside there. Along with the 114, Justin Coleman right behind that 16 car on the inside of Mark Fuquay as they come off of turn number 4 here. That's going to put Coleman 4th. There's Peyton Hamlet looking for a way around Keith Nelson here. It's a battle for the top spot right now. Peyton's not letting Keith get away from him. He's standing right there on the back bumper. So they're coming off of 2. Lose sight of him a little bit because of that oak tree. Your top 2 starting to check out from the field. They got about 4 car lengths over Robert. So he's got Coleman pressuring from behind right now. Coleman looking to get by Rob here. The field's coming up on the lap car. Thomas Hazard, number 9 machine. Coleman getting down there on the grass a little bit. Got it a little bit loose, losing a little bit of time to Rob there in 3rd. Now Justin has to worry about Mark behind him. Back at the front of the field, got Keith Nelson Jr. out front, followed by Peyton Hamlet. Sean Anthony Danta making contact there as they get down the backstretch. Sean got the inside wall there, took off the nose. Danta got turned around, but didn't hit anything. Sean getting a little bump from Mike there. Got him a little bit loose. And when he tried to merge back up, he just got on the left rear of Danta. Thought maybe it was clear. That'll be our 3rd caution so far. All right, field's all lined up here for another restart. Keith Nelson Jr. out front, followed by Peyton Hamlet. Robert Arch, third. Justin Coleman, fourth. Mark Fuquay, fifth. Gus Moody has made it up to sixth. Trey Ashworth, Brett Burkheimer, Justin Dubé, Tucker Wingate, your top 10. Pace car pulls off. Keith has control. Rob with a great restart there on the inside. So he's going to take that spot from Peyton. Peyton's back to third right now, right behind the 16 of Rob. I mean, all over the back bumper. I mean, all over the back bumper. He's on like white on rice right now. Now he's looking there on the outside. Big power move here by Peyton. Trying to make a pass on the outside. Now these guys are battling. That's allowing the 44 machine to start walking away from the field here. See the 6 car Mark Fuquay right behind the 16 there. Trying to work the slow lane, but Peyton's holding tough there on the outside right now. See if Peyton can get a little bit loose there. That's going to allow Rob in the 16 to pull ahead here. As they swap that second position once more. Peyton needs to get this pass done here on the outside. He's not going to be able to hang out there for much longer. Sparks right there behind the 16. Still just trying to push him through. Right along Justin Coleman right now. Sparks looking to get by Rob there on the inside. Rob was able to get clear of Peyton. And then Mark was able to get on the inside of him. Get a good shot of that. Jenkins bonded. Mark Fuquay's up to second in the 6 machine. Let's see if he's able to reel the leader in right now. Starting to get close to that back bumper there, Keith. Splitting distance between him and third place and Justin Coleman there. It's Coleman and Rob are going at it now for third. Coleman looking for a crossover. See, Peyton's about to get passed by Justin Dubé and the 81 Kellogg's looking machine right there. Peyton's falling back even further. New leader, 6 car, Mark Fuquay. Mark's got that car to the point here. As we look off his back bumper here at the field, Tucker Wingo on the inside of Robert Ark. That's about for fourth there. Oh, you see Rob get way out of shape. Up into the fence. Oh, Peyton Hamlet got a piece of that. Peyton lost his nose there. Looks like the 81-16 made contact there as it went down the backstretch. That turned Rob down low and got him all out of shape. He went back up cross track. Peyton Hamlet, 98 machine, had nowhere to go. See Peyton going down pit road. Gonna get that front end fixed. On a big track like this, you definitely need to make sure the body panels are all straight. Make sure they're there as well. Mark Fuquay out front, followed by Keith Nelson Jr. Justin Coleman third, Tucker Wingo fourth, Justin Dubé fifth. All right, the field's all lined up once more. Getting ready for a restart here. Mark has control of the field once the pit car pulls off. Packed house here tonight at the Milwaukee Mile. Mark gets a great restart there. Coleman's looking to take over second from Keith. Your shot of field coming right at you. Coleman looking to take second there. Sam and Keith are nose and nose as they go down into 1 and 2. Coleman just edged them out for second. Coleman's got a hell of a run going into 1 and 2, looking to get more. Coleman's right there on the back bumper of Mark as they go into 1 and 2. Your top 3 breaking away from the field right now. Fuquay, Coleman, Nelson. Your biggest mover so far is 16. Or up 16 spots to 13 is Zach Coyer, but yellow flag is out. JT Batson crashed. Got help from the 369 of Cody Edmonston. Spins him around, brings the caution flag out once more. All that happening right in front of the 93 of Matthew Fuquay. Zach Coyer so far, your biggest mover of the night. Right now, the biggest loser so far is Jeff Dillon, down 22 spots. All right, field's getting lined up once more. Fuquay, Coleman, Dubé, Nelson, Eli Wingo. Top 3 rows so far. Alright, pace car ready to pull in once again. Mark's got control of the field. And Barney waves the green flag and we're back off to action as Keith Nelson Jr. is trying to reclaim that second spot from Coleman right now. Coleman does the smart thing and lets him have it, pulls in right behind him. Get a sense of burning up the tires there on the outside. Still got 85 laps to go next time around. Anthony Danta's starting to make his way back up through the field. So he's sitting 8th right now. He started outside, front row, dropped back a little bit, and then got into a little bit of an accident after pitting. Now he's making his way back through the field. Back out front, you got the 644, 114. As the 88 of Tucker Wingo is trying to make his way up there, making a 4-car party. Dubé looks on the inside of him. Tucker goes way high. Yellow flag out once again. Holy shit, did you guys see that? Let's take another look at this one. Right on board with Sean Neidert. Let's get us down turn 1 here. Just gets obliterated right there. Looks like he got loose under braking. And his left front caught that tire barrier and just come to a complete stop. Peyton Hamlet had nowhere to go. Watch that orange car right there in front of the purple and yellow car as they get down here in the 1. Stop, Pam. That's definitely a rough break for Peyton there. And tonight was looking promising for Peyton. Yeah, quick time, got inverted, started 5th. Still on top 5 for the most part. Now bad luck's just striking. Mark Fuquay, Keith Nelson, your front row. Row number 2, Coleman Dubé. Then behind them, Pinnell and Danza. Pace cars in once more. Coleman gets a great restart there and just boots Mark way out ahead. So go down turn 1 and 2. Got Coleman on the inside, Nelson there. Coleman a little bit loose, able to keep it underneath them as they come down the back stretch here. Looks like he's going to be able to overtake Nelson there for the runner-up spot. It's the 07 and Michael Pinnell trying to get the 3rd now. This is the inside of the 44. We got the battle for 3rd there. Make a little bit of contact as they go into 3 and 4. And now gets a little bit loose there. Keeps it going. Slim and Keith are side by side going down into 1 and 2. The battle for 3rd really going on right now. But now with a good run off of 2. Justin Coleman in 114 looking for the lead in on the inside of Mark Fuquay in 3 and 4. Mark runs it up high. That's going to allow Coleman to get a bumper out in front of him. Give Justin credit for leading that lap. So now Mark finds himself on the outside, about ready to get freight trained here by 3 cars. Tucker Wingo, what a save by Tucker. Have you seen that? Neon yellow, 8 and black 88 gets sideways coming off of 2. So we got a 4-car battle up here. And behind them, we're 3 wide going down into 1 and 2. Dubé and Danta make a little bit of contact. Dubé gets turned by Eli. Tucker into Danta. We got an accident off of turn 2 now. As you see Dubé and Danta make contact, that moves Danta up. Dubé starts getting loose in the 81 machine, gets finished off by Eli there. And Tucker Wingo is going to get clipped here by the 81 machine. And that's going to turn him into the outside wall as he goes up there. He's going to hit Danta. Brings Tucker back across the field there. Gets a wood up as you see the 7-car way in the back there. That's Keith Patterson going hitting the inside wall there. Doesn't look like Tucker got too messed up by anybody. Peyton Hamlet able to slide by. Looks like Jeff Dillon might got a piece of Wingo there. Brings a lot of cars down here to get some damage fixed. You see Danta pulling off. Michael Pinnell, your leader, followed by Justin Coleman, Keith Nelson Jr., Mark Fuquay, and Gus Moody, your top 5. All right, welcome back. So we get ready for another restart here. Pinnell, Coleman, your front row. Pace car pulls off. Michael gets a good restart here. Nelson looking to get to the second spot there inside of Coleman. So Coleman gets a good run. He's able to keep second there. Now he's sitting on the inside. He's trying to get this lead back. Justin's looking for his second victory of the season here. So he's fighting there on the inside. Neck and neck as they come out turn number 2. Michael in the 07's doing a good job hanging there on the outside. Keith Nelson's looking for a way around Coleman here. Coleman's just hanging down low. A little bit of a bobble there by Pinnell. That's going to allow Coleman to get out ahead here. Now a battle for second heats up between Keith Nelson and the 44 and Michael Pinnell in the 07 and there on the outside. Mike was able to fill the hole, get down low there for second spot. As he pulls in front of the 44. Gus Moody looking to get by Mark Fuquay there. That's the battle for fourth there as they go into 3 and 4. Fuquay there on the outside. Trey Ashworth on the inside now. Right behind Gus Moody. Mark was up front leading some laps. Now he finds himself there on the outside just getting past. Pinnell back to the lead as he works his way underneath Coleman. Coleman lets him have it. Pulls in right behind him. Look for a little bit of a crossover. Gets loose. Justin says, if you get on the inside, man, I'm going to let you have it and just try to get right back around you there on the low side. He hasn't really tried to fight too much there on the outside. Holding there on the outside. Now he's going to get challenged by Matt Barnes there in the 31 machine. Let's see if he can get down low. Matt really dives it in there in the 1. Puts it right next to him. So 31-6, battle there for the 6th spot. Oh, Matt gets a little bit loose. Rob was right there on the back bumper. He's able to keep it off of him or he would end up turning to 31. It's Peyton Hamlet starting to make his way back up through the field along with Anthony Danta. Those two have quick cars but have pretty much just had the worst luck of the night so far. Mark's able to get back down to the low lane after that battle with Matt. Back up front, you got the 07, Michael Pinnell, followed by the 114, Justin Coleman, the 44, Keith Nelson Jr. Got a little bit of a 3-car breakaway, and then right behind them, you got Gus Moody and Trey Ashworth. That'll be your top 5. So we're almost halfway through this race. Danta looking to get by Brett Burkheimer there. It's battle for 9th and 10th right here. As you see, Peyton gets by Rob. That weight 16. Danta gets by Brett. Sets his sights on the 16 car. As Mark started to work his way back here on the back bumper of the 8 machine. Saying, hey, I want to get back to the top 5, and if so, I want to get back up to the lead. Coleman had a look to the inside, decided to pull back in line. Just follows Mike through 3 and 4 here. Coleman's starting to get a run there on the high side. Let's see if he does anything with it going 3 and 4 here. Keeps it right behind him. Back here, we got Danta again under Rob there. That was for 8th. So Rob's getting a little bit of heat to Danta there as they coming out 4. Mark gets by Trey. Mark's back up in top 5. Looking off the back deck, your leader. Looking back at the 114, Justin Coleman. Gus Moody, the inside, Keith Nelson. Gus is trying to move his way up top 3 right now. As Coleman looks on the inside of your leader. Keith pulls down low, gets in front of Gus. Keeps him at bay for now. As 2 leaders are battling, coming off of 4. Coleman with a run there on the inside. Mike's able to keep the momentum rolling. Keeps control of that lap. Coleman's battling here. They make a little bit of touch. Coleman, that car was damn near all the way around. He was able to keep control of it. Michael's probably looking back in the rearview mirror and see that he has a whole line of cars there. As Gus Moody gets loose, gets up out of the groove, that's going to give Mark Fuquay a chance at 4th right now. Mark's making his way back up here to challenge for the lead. As you see, Coleman clips that apron just a little bit, gets the car once again a little bit sideways. Just eating up that right rear. So, like, Justin's going to be a car length out now. It's going to give him 1st place. As Michael challenges there back on the outside. He said, I ain't going anywhere yet. As Keith now looks down there low line, starts drafting a little bit with Coleman. Mark says, hey, I'll follow you guys. Yellow flag is out. Yeah, something must have happened there. Brett just parked it right there on the backstretch. Brings out the caution flag. All right, welcome back as we get ready for another restart. Pennell, Coleman, your front row. Nelson, Fuquay, road number 2, row 3, Ashworth and Moody. Right along with Keith Nelson for this restart. This Mike gets a good start. Keith takes over second from Coleman. As Coleman decides the battle here on the outside. As Pennell, Nelson, Coleman, your top 3, followed by Fuquay and Ashworth making your top 5. And Anthony Danta just knocking on that door now. He said, hey, I'm going to make it top 5 as well. So he gets by the 8 machine. Got his sights on number 6, Mark Fuquay now. So here comes that 98 machine, Peyton Hamlet. Hasn't killed it yet. As Mark looks there on the inside of the 114 right now. Coleman's making a move here. As Nelson is able to get by Pennell. Now Coleman's trying to do the same. Keith back out front. A little bit of contact between the 114 and 07. 3 and 4. Coleman's going to try to get a jump here the second. Just gets it up in front of Pennell there as they go through 2. Now Michael has to defend from Fuquay and Danta as they're trying to get by. Michael's going to go from 1st to 5th here in a matter of a few laps. Danta's trying to make it 3 wide here as we go down turn 1 and 2. Let's see how this works out. Mike gives away. Rob's throwing it in there. Rob says 8 tires turn better than 4. Now Michael's back to 6th. Can he make the bleeding stop? He's trying to get in front of Tucker there. So that's cost Peyton some spots as well, because Peyton was up there with Danta. Now Danta just got past Mark. Anthony Danta, 3rd place. As Tucker has to fend off the 07 as he's looking there on the inside of him. Nelson, Coleman, Danta, your top 3. Right along with Mark Fuquay in 4th spot. He's trying to get back past Danta. As Coleman has he opens up that exit of 4 a good bit. It's going to allow Danta to get a run on the inside going down into 1 and 2. Just like that, Danta's looking for second. Looks like Coleman's having a hard time keeping it low off of exit there. That's going to open up the door for Danta and Fuquay to get by. He's going to go from second to fourth, one lap. Nelson, Danta, Fuquay, your top three. You see Mark get a little bit loose. Trying to get back to that throttle, keep up with Anthony. As you see, Keith got about 3 car lengths between him and Danta there. Oh, and Pinell goes around there, bringing out the yellow flag. As you see, the 16 of Rob right there on the inside, they make contact. Michael goes all the way around, brings caution out, then gets knocked straight and keeps it going. All right, getting ready for another restart here. Nelson, Danta, your front row. Keith, a good restart there. Danta's going to be able to get down low, fill in that hole so that way Mark can't. Yellow out already. Oh boy, Peyton. Peyton. Boy, that wall collected another one. This time I think it might have killed Peyton's car. As we go down into one here for the initial restart. Tries to get on the inside of Trey, and boom! Meet the wall. Reached out and grabbed him and a few others along with it. Watch that red 93 Camaro. He gets a piece of this one as well. A lot of people had nowhere to go because of that one. Well, yellow flag's out once more. We'll roll that beautiful bean footage. All right, let's get ready for another restart here. I just conversed with Peyton. Asked him how much he hates that inside wall. He says, I can tell you how much I hate this whole damn track. Nelson Danta, your front row. Fuquay Coleman, row number 2. Nelson with a good restart. Danta's trying to fill that hole there. Danta keeps second. Fuquay's battling for third with Coleman there on the outside. Mark Fuquay takes third from Coleman. It's now Thomas Hazard's on the inside. looking to get by Justin Coleman. Nelson, Danta, Fuquay, Coleman, Hazard, your top 5. As the laps are starting to wind down here. Danta on the inside of Nelson. Battle for the lead. Mark's trying to get up there while the door's still open. He doesn't want Keith to have a chance to shut the door on him. Last season's champion. It's now just got to the top of the leaderboard. Lap 94, Danta takes the lead. Qualified for, started on the outside pole, dropped back, pitted early, then got himself caught up in a few incidents, and now he's at the leading the race here. Fuquay is able to make his way up to second. Hazard's looking to get by Nelson now as well. We've seen this happen all night now, where the leader gets bumped the outside lane. And the longer they fight there on the outside, the more spots they lose. Trouble for Matthew Fuquay. Oh boy, whenever it pulls up this angle already, I'm hoping it's not that wall again. Yeah, I had to watch that one again. I was wanting to listen for something there. Alright, field's getting re-racked here. So when we come back, we're going to have about 26 laps to go to finish off this race. Anthony Danta, first place. Mark Fuquay, second. Keith Nelson Jr., third. Thomas Hazard, fourth. Justin Coleman, fifth. Jeff Dillon has made his way up to sixth. Michael Pinnell, he's led a few laps here tonight. He's seventh. Justin Dubé is there, eighth. Jack Eli, ninth. Outside him, your top 10, Zach Coyer. All right, let's see what Mark does here with this restart. Right on board with Thomas Hazard for this restart here. As you see Keith Nelson able to get down underneath Mark there. He's going to take back second place. Mark gets a little bit loose, collects it. He's going to be 3 wide as they come out of 2. As Mark restarted this race second. Now, boy, he is falling all the way back to 9th. Still falling. Sees the battle of Dubé and Ashworth, 3 wide going down into 1. That's a rough night for Mark Fuqua. He found himself up front, leading some laps, restarted that race there on the outside. And found himself 3 wide, got pushed out, got back there in the Hornets' nest, and the Hornets got him that time. Danta, Nelson, Coleman, your top 3. So that brings out the yellow for the 12th time tonight. And the cold beer camera is 125. So we're starting to get to the late stages here of this race. Lights are off on that pace car. That Ford Mustang. Jeff Dillon has quietly worked his way back up here to the top 5. As the pace car is about ready to pull down pit lane once again. We have another restart between Danta and Nelson. See if Coleman's able to jump Nelson there for the second spot in this restart. Danta pulls up in front of Nelson, gets a good angle into 1 and 2. Coleman's able to roll through. Dillon and Pinnell make a little bit of contact there in turn 1 and 2. Everybody's able to keep it going. Here comes Coleman up to second. He's battling Keith Nelson there on the outside in that 44 machine. Right behind him, you got Thomas Hazard in that 9. That's Anthony Danta way out front right now. Coleman's trying to give chase. Nelson finds himself on the outside there. He's got a few cars lined up. You see it. Coleman pulls up to get that good angle into 3 and 4. Hazard all over the back bumper of Coleman as they come off of 4. Give the third spot to Thomas Hazard. You see Dubé go for a spin to the inside there. Thomas started looking there on the inside. Coleman. No caution for that single car spin there. You seen Dubé go to the inside wall. Has the battle for third, heating up between Nelson and Hazard. Give it back to Nelson. Now Nelson's going to look to get by Coleman for the runner-up spot. Dives on the inside, uses the apron to help turn a little bit. He's got a good run there. Coleman runs it wide. That's going to allow Hazard and Dillon to start looking 3 wide here. Hazard gets into the left rear. Coleman moves him up way out of the groove. And that's going to give Dillon a chance to get the third spot now. Jeff Dillon up to third. Pinnell's looking to get it underneath Hazard there for fourth. What we've learned so far tonight, kids, is to not let anybody get to your left side. Protect that inside line by all costs, especially with these late laps. As Michael Pinnell's looking to take over fourth from Hazard, and he does. Thomas drops down to the low line, protects it from Coleman. Back out front, you have Anthony Danta, Keith Nelson looking to challenge for the lead here as we're coming to 15 laps to go. As Nelson's on the inside, Danta trying to use that lap car. Matthew Fuquay as a pick there. Matt gets out of the way. As Nelson's able to get by Danta. Keith has run a strong car all night. Your top three, Nelson, Danta, Dillon. 12 to go. Keith Nelson Jr. out front, followed by Anthony Danta and Jeff Dillon there in the third spot, that 52 car. As you hear Jeff, he's barely in that throttle until he gets on the straightaway. He's rolling that turn pretty good. We got a 4-car breakaway. Nelson, Danta, Dillon, Hazard. Coming 10 to go. Dillon's looking on the inside. Danta. Jeff's going to end up taking the spot. Here comes Hazard on the inside. Danta as well. Hazard's going to try to get another spot as well. Get a 2-for-1 deal. The 9-car on the inside of 52 as they come off of number 2. Now Danta's looking to get back underneath as well. Hazard slips a little bit high there. It's going to allow Jeff a chance to get on the inside. So they go down the backstretch here. 8 laps to go. Seven to go. Keith Nelson's starting to walk away from him. Wasn't sure if he had anything left in the tank for him, but surely he might have been saving some. That's the battle for second, third, and fourth. Rages on. It seems like Dillon Hazard pulling away from Danta a little bit. Top 4 have put on a hell of a gap between Danta and Coleman. Hazard starting to pull back up on Nelson here. Five laps to go. Thomas looking on the inside. Keith Nelson for the lead. Thomas Hazard to the lead with 4 laps to go. Can Keith get back around him? Right along with third place, Jeff Dillon right now. We're coming to 3 to go. Coming off of 4. Last time around, Hazard a tenth quicker. Jeff Dillon is now taking sole place in second here. As Keith's looking on the inside. So we're coming into 3 and 4, coming to the white flag. Keith's able to regain second spot there. Thomas Hazard's taking it down the backstretch, and he's just out for a Sunday drive now. Your winner of the cold beer cameras 125, Thomas Hazard. Second place, Keith Nelson Jr. Rounding out your podium in third place, the 52 machine of Jeff Dillon. Thomas Hazard has gained 26 spots tonight to claim the victory. Thomas just brings it in, doesn't even bother to burn it down. Hey, Jeff, you got a copy?
10-4, I got you.
Well, Jeff, that was a hell of a run for you there towards the end. You're made your way back through the field. Why don't you go ahead and give me a rundown? What happened there to put you in the back of the field?
Yeah, even after qualifying, I was surprised it did as good as it did there, but I planned on saving the tires a lot. So, but yeah, I got some damage. So I figured, well, just fix the car. And I think it was like halfway through the race. I'm like, all right, I'll take a fast repair and then start making my way up to the front from there. So a little bit strategy, a little bit just trying to fix damage, but it worked out in the long run.
Yeah, it definitely did. Those last few laps there, you think you had anything for the leaders?
I think I did. Man, it took like 1 or 2 laps overheating the tires, and they just got so loose. I mean, I see we were pulling away from 4th place. I'm back pretty good there, but yeah, as soon as you get on the outside, man, it's like just 1 lap up there. Your tires get so hot, you just lose so much grip. So I knew once the 44 got next to me on the inside, I'm like, yep, I'm not getting a shot at the win here. So I was happy just to come in 3rd.
All right, Jeff, go ahead and give a shout out to your team and all your people, man.
Yeah, well, definitely for you putting on the broadcast every week here. Definitely appreciate it. All the admins for the series, Zach, Matt, Mark, all those guys, appreciate what they do. I know it's a lot of us out here, so it's a lot of work. But yeah, and all for the drivers who did their best to try to keep it as clean as it could. And again, have a good one, and I'll catch you all here next Sunday.
Well, we won't be here next Sunday due to the Super Bowl, so let me go and pop the question. I know you're from Millersville, Maryland, so you're probably what, a Baltimore fan?
Actually, I hate that team, so I'm happy to
Okay,
lose
great. So
every
then,
week.
yeah, I was gonna say because if you're a Ravens fan, I was gonna cut you off and just kick you out anyway. So,
Oh hell no! I'm from Maryland, man. I'm like 20 minutes from Baltimore. I hate that team, so if they lose, it's a good Sunday.
me living in Pittsburgh, I have to agree.
Now, when it comes to hockey, yeah, I'll stick towards the DC side. But hey, football, anyone but the Ravens.
All right, So why don't we just go ahead and get a Super Bowl pick from you then? Seahawks or Patriots?
Kind of hit the Patriots, but seem like the Seahawks seem like they're a little better. But again, I'm not a big enough football fan. But yeah, I think it's probably gonna be Seattle.
All right, Jeff, sounds good, and we'll see you in 2 weeks, bud.
Yeah, have a good one.
All right, that is your third place finisher, Jeff Dillon, in the 52 machine. Let me see if I can get a hold of Keith Nelson, your runner-up tonight. All right, I got Keith Nelson Jr. here with me.
Yes, sir. How are we doing?
I'm doing pretty good. You had a hell of a night going for you. I mean, you're top three all night long, back and forth with quite a few different drivers. How'd you end up there in second, man?
I just didn't quite save enough tire, I don't think. Thomas and Dylan, I think, did a little better job saving their tires there. Wait until the end. I had to fight a bit harder throughout the race to try to stay in that top three, top four. And just end up using a little bit more than I was wanting to and stuff. But yeah, it was a heck of a race, I thought.
Oh yeah, I mean, you leaders all night. You guys were putting on a show. At any point in time, was you just about ready to give up on that outside lane?
Yeah, there didn't seem to be a whole lot you can do on the outside there. There's a couple times there where I was riding in third and I had a run on second place, before the halfway point. It's like, I think I'm just going to hang here in third in case there's a restart. So I'm be on the inside.
Yeah, it just seemed like that outside lane would be good for about a lap or two. But then it seemed like further on in the run, if somebody got on the inside, it was like, all right, get by me so I can get back down before I get freight trained.
For sure, yeah. Yeah, it seemed like a couple times guys got to my inside and is just checking the mirrors. And, is there a spot behind them I can just drop in and, not fight it, trying to save those tires for later.
Well, I mean, for the way you had to be up front all night, you definitely did a good job, better than some other drivers here tonight of actually having something left there at the end. Any chance you think you had anything for the winner tonight?
Heads up, everything even. It could have been pretty interesting, but he just had the grip left. He just hooked the bottom there, and nothing I could do with him at that point.
All right, Keith, it was a great run for you tonight. Go ahead and give a shout out to all your people, my man.
Yeah, you'd have a spotter. He can't do Sunday nights, but yeah, Anthony usually spots me on a lot of my stuff, but unfortunately, like I said, he can't do Sunday nights. But yeah, him and I, we team up and do a lot of racing together.
All right, man, before I let you go, you got a pick for the Super Bowl.
Seahawks.
All right, that's 2 for the Seahawks tonight.
All right.
All right,
All right,
Keith.
fellas.
Yeah,
I
that's
appreciate you. I'll see you next time.
yes, sir. You have a good one, Keith. Yeah, hell of a night going for you, bud. You're up front battling for the win. Then you got caught on the outside on that last restart, or one of the last restarts, and next thing you know, you're in the hornet's nest.
Yeah, I kind of trusted my right rear a little too much right there. But overall, it was a good night, man. It was fun to be up there battling with those guys again. I'd lost a little speed this season, and we got a lot of good guys in here now, so it's being up there is pretty fun. It's real competitive. But yeah, just trusted my right rear a little too much. Got a little sideways, and we all got it back up and got caught up in a little wreck there. And I think we came back and ended up 10th. I'm all right with that.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good rebound because I believe after that accident, you were back, what, the 18th or so. So at least you got halfway back up to where you was.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It was, man, it was hard up front. That's me and Gus Moody was talking about just now. I think I'm gonna have to go take a shower, man. We're all I'm covered in sweat.
Oh, come on. You can't be covering sweat. As cold as it's been down there.
It has been that. It has been that.
That's like I'm looking here at some of the iRatings. I mean, for a street stock series, these iRatings really ain't nothing to joke around about.
Man, there's some of us that realistically, I don't. Man, I might jump on during the week some, but really Sundays is my thing. But some of these guys in here, it's incredible that they turn a lot of laps on iRacing.
Yeah, I try my best to until I get needle dicked by somebody. Then it's like, all right, I'm shutting this the hell off.
Yeah, that happens, especially in officials, which it can happen in here too. We got a lot of guys, and you got a lot of guys in here that's never iRaced before this year. I'm pretty sure DeBay just got iRacing. I know Dylan Hoover just got iRacing. Both those guys race locally in Nashville, but they just got on the sim. It is a little different from real racing. So
Yeah, I mean, it's definitely a great showing of cars that you got coming out, and great showing of the drivers as well. There's battles all the way through the field, the whole race.
it is. That's the hardest part. If you get shuffled around, you get shuffled to them, even in the middle of the pack, man. You're liable to. You're going to be battling whoever you're trying to come up through there with.
Well, I've asked the other two people I interviewed tonight, got a pick for the Super Bowl.
No, I really don't. I am a Titans fan, so my football season ended a little while ago.
I hate to say it, but I don't think your football season ever began when your owner decided to kick out Vrabel.
That's true. That's true. And then I'm a Florida State College fan, so after first week, we ended there too. So
All right, so football season didn't happen at all for you this year.
yeah, no, not at all. We got to focus a lot on racing in the garage. That's about all we've done this year.
Well, you know what? That's more rewarding anyway.
It is. It is.
All right, Mark, go ahead and give a shout out to all your sponsors.
Man, Full Throttle Race Parts for sure. Waylon and Emmett and all the gang down there that they support us a lot in this league and locally with the race parts. Pro Gas, JT Bats and Homes. Man, there's so many guys that's helped us out this year, including y'all, Wild Horse Broadcasting. We appreciate y'all. just all the guys that show up every week though that take it serious and come in and race, and it's just what it's all about. It's pretty fun.
It definitely is, and I'm so happy when I got that message from you saying, "Hey, we're getting ready to start up our winter series again. You want to broadcast?" I was like, "Yep." I know it's always a good time, good racing, and it's always hard racing too. So it's always fun to broadcast it when it's that.
It is. It definitely is. I don't know that we could officially broadcast our Discord or our chatter that we have. Some of the guys are a little hard on each other, but yeah, you're right.
You know what, Mark? I don't think there's any broadcast that you could actually do for the live feed to a driver. I mean, I know I'm guilty of myself. As soon as one little thing happens, or you start dog cussing somebody. You know what? I sort of wish we had that technology in NASCAR again, where they could speak to all the drivers and just listen to that live feed, because that was good.
Oh yeah, man, it's all good. It's fun. Like I said, just for me to be up there tonight and doing what I was doing, swapping doors with Keith and Coleman and Little Pinnell and just everybody I was up there with, Arch and all them guys. Those are Tucker. Man, those guys are hard to beat. I don't know if you've raced with any of them guys yet, but those guys are like really, really hard to beat. You had Dantha in the mix too, and it's hard to be up there.
Yeah, it definitely is. That's what I gotta say. You got a hell of a stout field for street stock series.
Oh.
The whole way through the field, I don't really think there's anybody here that, like you would say, shouldn't be on the track at all. I mean, you got about 8 guys that seem like they can be in that top 3 at any point in time, and you got people that fall back through the field. Next thing you know, here they come.
Oh, absolutely, man. Absolutely. I'd challenge anybody on the iRacing sim itself to try us out one Sunday. There's the best of the best street stock racers right here.
I could not agree any more with you on that one, Mark. All right, Mark.
But
Well, let's send it off, bud.
yes, sir. We appreciate you, man.
Yes, sir, and I appreciate this, the Full Throttle Street Stock Series. It's been a hell of a good time.
Yes, sir. Y'all have a good night.
All right, that was one of your admins for the Full Throttle Street Stock Series, Mark Fuquay, the number 6 machine. All right, let's go ahead and give a full field rundown here. Thomas Hazard brings it home. Keith Nelson Jr. second, Jeff Dillon third, Anthony Danta fourth, Robert Arch fifth, Isaiah Tiller sixth, Zach Coyer seventh, Trey Ashworth in the 8 machine brings it home 8th, Justin Coleman, he was up front, brings home 9th, same with Mark in 10th, Travis Pryor 11th, Matt Barnes 12th, Landon Dickens 13th, JT Batson 14th, Cody Edmonston 15th, Gus Moody 16th, Tucker Wingo 17th, Michael Pinnell 18th. Corey Olson 19th, Keith Patterson 20th, Matthew Fuquay 21st, Jonathan Hoover 22nd, Justin Dubé 23rd, Jack Eli 24th, Michael Neidert 25th, Peyton Hamlet 26th. Rough night for Peyton. Hopefully when we come back after Super Bowl, he gets the luck rolling again. Brett Berkheimer 27th, Sean Neidert 28th. Then Brian Gravel, Waylon Jenkins, and Aaron Gross didn't start the race. So they finished 29th, 30th, and 31st. All right, everybody, that's going to do it for tonight. We'll get ready to see everybody here in 2 weeks. After the Super Bowl, we are off next Sunday. And for my pick for the Super Bowl, I'm going with Coach Frabes. Patriots. I feel bad for Josh Allen because everybody was telling him how it's his year. Mahomes is out. Lamar's not in the playoffs. Burrow's not in the playoffs. It's your year, Josh. Well, sorry, Buffalo, but your time has come and gone, and you didn't do shit with it. Patriots are back in business. Y'all have a good one. We'll see you Thursday night for the season finale of the Wild Horse Broadcasting Super Speedway.